When we are kids, we used to fear a lot of things, right? It can either be the fear of clowns, fear of the deep ocean, fear of hands. Chirophobia aside, I also have a fair share of some of my personal fears. And some of them are quite major, but the others are just, well, very embarrassing for my soul. Anyway, let's get into the video. So I'll be telling you guys some things I used to fear that I got over with as I get older, but also be telling you guys about the opposite of what happens with my other fears. Yay! Let's start with my minor fears. This first one might be very common and it will sure embarrass the hell out of me, but I'm still gonna say it. I'm kinda afraid of the dark. Wow, you're scared of the dark? That is such a very common fear, Blue. I know, Yellow, just let me finish the story. Yeah, I have a fear of the dark. Let me explain. When I was young, my family used to go to Cavite during the weekends to visit my relatives who resides there. Well, I mean, we still do, but not much anymore, especially when there is a dangerous pandemic and a protest that's killing millions and causing so much destruction that is happening these days. And if you're a Filipino, then welcome to my channel, because I'm also Filipino. Kamusta kabayan? So if you're Filipino and you live in a province where folklores or urban legends are very common, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. So here in the Philippines, elders love telling their adorable little grandkids tales of mysterious and dark stories that might make them piss their pants a little. And let me tell you, I was one of them. So what urban legends am I talking about exactly? Well, the stories I can remember now that my gram tells me back then is stories about aswangs, encantos, mananangals, and this guy. But the story that stuck to me the most as a kid is about this horrifying creature called tic-tics. And me, still being a dumb, stupid, and naive little kid, I was super terrified of them. So what is a tic-tic? Well, according to my grandma, a tic-tic is a dark spirit who has the ability to shapeshift to animals or copy the appearance of another human being and has an insatiable hunger for human flesh. Yep, some good old stories to tell in the dark with 3-year-olds. By the way, tic-tics also got their names because of the ticking sound they made with their long tongue, and my grandma also told me that at night, tic-tics will sneak inside your house and kill you in your sleep. Well, I mean that's the only thing I can remember. You see, there are many variations of these mythical creatures that they are super confusing, and I don't want to waste too much time researching because I just want to finish this video. But I've heard that they also like preying on pregnant women because they like to consume the fetus inside the mother's womb. Now you see why I'm afraid of the dark. Funny story, when I was a kid, every time I hear a scraping, banging, or ticking noise on my roof, I would scream for my mom for help in full volume, like I was gonna be dead right at that moment. Mom? And my mom would then burst through my bedroom door just to yell at me to shut the hell up and go back to sleep. Gladly, now that I'm older, I'm not that afraid of the dark anymore, but when it gets way too quiet at night, not gonna lie, that makes me uneasy. That's why I listen to music while I sleep, so I'll be peacefully oblivious to potential danger. But I mean, I'm still alive, so things are okay. So on to the next fear. Horror films. Like what? I love watching horror films despite me being the first person to cover my eyes when a jump scare is about to happen. This might be because I get so caught up on the movie lore that I start believing that ghosts are real. So I can contact the spirits of the dead, but if I did so, Satan himself will come to get me soon. Yeah, I was terrified of horror movies despite me enjoying them. But now, I've watched way too many horror movies on Netflix that jump scare doesn't even faze me anymore. Maybe it's because I got desensitized by it, or maybe I'm just dead inside and I can no longer show or feel emotions. Anyway, now that we are finished with my minor fears, it's time to take a look at the big boys. One of my big fears has got to be death, or pretty much the methods of dying, because come on, I don't like the feeling of being unable to breathe or getting submerged in water for so long, cause I'll die. I'm scared of getting bitten by a spider, and instead of being able to shoot webs in my wrist, I will die instantly. I'm just scared of death. It even terrifies me just thinking about it. And yes, I know people say that death is inevitable. Heck, that's the reason why I'm scared of death. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow might be the day that I die. And I don't want that to be the day that I die. I want to die because I'm getting old. So yeah, I'm scared of dying, or especially the different methods of dying. Transition! I'm also scared of people. Actually no, I'm just scared of talking to people. Look, I'm awkward. Even though I have some good friends, I want to be alone every now and then. Don't get me wrong, I love spending time with them. But being with people tires me out, okay? My social battery drains faster than an iPhone. I need to spend some time with myself to recharge. Yeah, I just can't. I'm scared of talking. I just don't like speaking too much because I'm very, very insecure of my voice. And parties are also one of my big no-nos. Because do you know what you do at parties? Getting lit, possibly passing out because you're either wasted or tired, and socializing. Yeah, I hate parties, let alone go to parties. But apparently I don't know what's wrong with me, because sometimes when there's a fancy school party that's happening in my school, or pretty much a friend inviting me for a house party, I will beg my dad not to let me go to the party. But if my friends are going, I'll quickly make a full 180 and join them. Yay! And I will then spend the entire night sitting in the corner trying my best not to talk to fellow teenagers and be invisible. And I could clearly hear you guys say, "Oh Blue, you numbnut, if you're too shy you could have said no." But I can't! I'm way too scared to say that one syllable word to people, especially if I'm close to them. I just can't. I find it rude. I'm sorry, I just can't. I just can't. Now here's my last fear, the dessert course. Good thing for you guys, I saved the best for last. You see, this fear is nothing like any other fear I mentioned in the entirety of this video. This fear of mine is the deadliest demon that hides deep into my soul. This fear is so scary, so ruthless that it can send shivers down your spine. I, Blue Dragon, have a fear of heights. I have a fear of heights. Yep. My numero uno fear is another common, simple fear anybody can easily think of. You know, I don't have exactly too much to say about this fear of mine. I'm just scared of heights where I make one false move, it will lead to my undeniable doom. So yeah, that's all I can say. I'm also not a fan of roller coasters, and there's this one time I ride Space Shuttle with my eldest sister Gold. I was like 9 when we went to Enchanted Kingdom, hashtag not sponsored, and I also remembered that I blasted after me and my sister got off from it. So yeah, I have a huge fear of heights and roller coasters, and I'm not here for it. So what can you take from this video? That is, we all have fears. As scary as they can seem, we can overcome them. So that's fun. For me, all I can say is that I overcame my fears and I am no longer afraid of them. But do you know what fear I can never overcome? Long Furbies. They are a stuff of nightmares and I don't know why they still have to exist. Just look at this thing. Ugh! It looks like when a bird suddenly falls in love with a caterpillar and decided to peck it 1,000 times, if you know what I'm saying. But long story short, I hate Long Furbies. They are cursed and they all deserve to be burned. Well, would you look at this chump making it at the end of this video? Here's a cookie. I'm sorry if I took so long to finish this video. My personal life just got in the way and I just gotten really busy and I struggled with something, so I'm sorry if I took so long to finish this animation. Also, I redesigned my character. My old design is quite a little work so to draw since the clothes has so many colors and it's too much of a hassle, so I chose some simple colors. Kinda proud of my new design. It resembles the Philippines flag because I'm Filipino. Anyway, that's all for today and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you guys could get notified when I post a new animation. But if I didn't post for a long time, it might be because I must be getting lazier or I'm diseased. Keep on being quirky. I just think of a new catchphrase thingy right there on the spot. Are you proud of me? Okay, bye!